11 years as VP of Operations. Nobody pushed her out. She retired. On a Friday she'd already chosen 6 years before anyone saw it coming. What she handed me on her way out still made my hands shake. To be clear before we go any further, this is not a story about someone losing a job. Renee retired. On purpose. But here's what I didn't know walking into that break room this morning. 1. Why she picked this Friday, specifically 6 years before it arrived. 2. What she already knew about my file, the one with my name on it, that I never told her. 3. A number that says everything HR ever implied about people like her was wrong. I sat 8 feet from that envelope for almost 8 hours, and I didn't touch it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what date she set 6 years ago and why today was always going to be the day. Let's go. There's a cake in the break room. Somebody made a card, everyone signed in the same 3 colors of pen. Renee packs 4 things into a box: a photo, a mug, a plant, a stapler. 32 years working, 11 of them here, and it fits in one box. Nobody packs that light unless they decided a long time ago what actually matters. She's already picked today a while ago, I say. I can tell. She tells me, 6 years ago actually, to the month. I ask what exactly I'd be talking her out of in the letter. Read it at 5, she says. Not before. She's gone. I'm alone at my desk. The envelope hasn't moved. Neither have I. My name is John. This channel is where I document my own financial journey, start to finish. No finance background, no help from anyone, just real facts and real decisions. If that sounds like your story too, subscribe. New video in 2 days, 100% value, no filler. Now back to that envelope, because I was wrong about what was in it, completely wrong. 5 o'clock, I close my office door, I open the envelope. The first line isn't, "Thank you for 11 great years." The first line is a date, 1994. I keep reading. She writes, 1994. I'm 24. Payroll clerk at a trucking company in New Jersey. $14,200 a year. A woman in accounting told me, just once, never repeated it, to put something away before I ever saw the number in my check. $35 a month. I didn't ask questions, I just did it. Then the next paragraph starts with 3 words. 8 months later. And that's where I have to stop reading for a second, because I already know what page 2 is going to say. Page 2, 8 months later, there was a layoff list at that trucking company. Her name was on the preliminary draft. She doesn't say how she found out. She just writes, I had $1,050 saved. That was it. That was my entire safety net at 24. She kept the job. She never found out why she was cut from the final list. She writes, I promised myself I'd never again be someone whose name sits on a page she's not allowed to see. 1998, promoted to supervisor. Raises her transfer to $180 a month. Account $13,900. 2008, she doesn't skip it. She writes, $58,000 became $36,500 in 3 weeks. I sat in my car in the parking lot before my shift and did the math twice. I didn't touch it. 2015, she's a director. $600 a month now. Account $295,000. Then one line, alone on the page. 11 years ago, Bennett hired me as VP of Operations. First time in my career someone assumed correctly that I could be trusted with a number. I read that sentence twice because I already know a page like that from a different letter with a different name on it. Mine. Then further down the page, one more line, underlined lightly in pencil. 6 years ago, I did the math on when this would end. I never told anyone the date, not even myself, most days. And then I understand why I'm reading this. It's not a resignation letter. It's not even really about her money. It's about the day she called me. She writes, John, when I called you about the 5th file, the one with your name on it, I didn't call because HR policy says to. I called because in 1994, nobody called me. I found out I'd almost been cut from a hallway conversation I wasn't supposed to overhear. I decided that day that if I ever had the power to make that phone call myself, calmly, before someone spent a night not sleeping, I would. The last page is short. She writes, I'm not telling you this so you'll thank me. I'm telling you because for 11 years at this company, and 21 before it, people assumed I never had to worry about money, because of the title. Nobody assumed you had to worry either, John, until they found your name on a page. We were the same person 30 years apart. I just got a longer head start on nobody finding out. I've read a lot of numbers in this job. I've never had one make me feel like I owed somebody an apology I can't give because she already left the building. Second to last paragraph, she finally explains the math. She writes, 6 years ago, I sat down and calculated the exact month my accounts would cross $1,187,000 if I never touched them again. I decided that day would be my last Friday here, not the day I turned a certain age, not the day I got tired, the day the number arrived. That's why today, not a mood, not a breakdown, a spreadsheet, 6 years old, finally finished. The last line is a single number, $1,187,000. 32 years earlier, her first paycheck was $14,200 for the year. Everyone in this building assumed the VP title came with the number. It was the other way around. The number came first. The title came 11 years ago. The date came 6 years ago. Today just showed up on time. Nobody made her leave. She scheduled it 6 years in advance, down to the month, and then she showed up on the exact day and did it. I don't know what I expected in that envelope. What I got was 32 years of somebody deciding, quietly and alone, that no one would ever again get to decide for her whether she was safe, including, in the end, the calendar itself. Renee didn't build $1,187,000 to prove a point. She built it so the point would never need proving. Be honest with yourself. If you're still listening to me, it means this topic interests you, so subscribe. It's just a quick click that takes a microsecond for you and adds a line to your profile, but for me, it will make a huge difference. Next video. The next file crosses my desk. I'll tell you whose, dropping in 48 hours. See you there.